What's up, my fellow poker players, enthusiasts, and fanatics, to your coverage of the 2019 Foxwoods 500K Guaranteed Summer Open, where I, your guy McFloppity, makes a deep run amongst the pros. I hope you've been enjoying the series. This is part 3 of 4 total parts of this. As I mentioned before, we start off, there is no day 1 coverage. We start off day 2, so at the featured table, we're already in a pot here. Looks like Pushpa is going to bet out on a 2-tone board, and she will take it down. So as I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed the last part. Especially, we had a guest commentator, Jack River. Unfortunately, you guys have me all to yourself this time, and yeah, Jack River is renovating a house, so he's been pretty busy. So we left off last time, 18 players left, 2 tables, and blinds are 20,000, 40,000, 40,000, and looks like me and Pushpa are gonna go at it again. We see a flop of Queen of Clubs, 6 of Clubs, Ace of Spades. Pushpa is going to bet and take it down. So everybody's pretty widespread as far as blinds go. Average big blind here is 25 big blinds, the average, I think. But we got like 3 stacks that are around 15 big blinds. There are a couple big stacks, but I expect it to get a little crazy. So I will raise and show a King of Clubs. Yeah, so like I said, I'll show you the chip stacks. I mean the chip counts now, but we have a few players with 30 big blinds plus, and a few players with lower than 15 big blinds. So the action here is, the button here is on seat 2, dock, and it's going to fold around to me. And seat 1, and the cutoff, I am going to raise it to 110, and it is going to fold, and unfortunately we did not get any value for pocket queens there. I was really trying to make it look bluffy, you know. And somewhere along the lines there, we lose a person, so slowly working away. Trying to see where the money bowl is. The button is now on Robin Bateau, and come around to me. I am gonna make it 100 to go, and everybody votes. So I saw 11th is taking 6,000. 13th is taking 5,000. 12th is taking 6,000. So that's the bubble right there. So we are, we're trying to make first, obviously, right? At this point, we have a huge chip stack. So we really shouldn't be worrying about the bubble. We want to be attacking and taking advantage as much as we can. Here, Sean Miller has the button, but it's going to fold around to Robin Bateau, who is going to open, and Melissa will call. We get a flop of 3 of clubs, King of Spades, 10 of Spades. Robin is going to fire out about 100K. Melissa's going to call. The turn is an Ace of Diamonds. And Robin is going to fire again. Looks like 200K this time. And Melissa says no. Robin takes a big pot there, which is great for him because he was only around 24 bigs when we started here, so it's got to be up to at least 30, I would think. Yeah. Folds around. Melissa's gonna call. Push bot will check. Flop is 7 of diamonds, 4 of clubs, 2 of clubs. Melissa bets 80. Push bot calls. Melissa's gonna check here on a club turn, 8 of clubs. We're gonna 3 clubs on the board, and push bot fires out another 80. Gets a call. The river is the 8 of hearts. We get a check from pushbot, and before the dealer can even throw out the all-in chip, Melissa jams. Check jams on pushbot there. And I believe she said she had a set of 4s, which is crazy. And already we're gonna get a jam here from Doc. And Sean Miller is going to call. Doc looks a little short. He's got to have about 500,000. Melissa's going to come along as well. Ace King off, pocket kings, ace queen of diamonds, and Melissa gets there on the river. Oh my goodness. Double knockout while giving a massage. Is not playing around here. That was a huge pot. Double knockout. It's amazing. Eighth queen of diamonds. Way behind. That is absolutely like something that happens on a poker table. So actually it looks like we lost 2 people here, but we must have lost somebody else at the other table. So already we have, oh no, we said the money, the bubble was at 12. So we need to lose 2 more people to get that 6,600 locked up. And action here is on the gentleman in seat 7 we call Boston Rob, even though that is not him. He's gonna jam. And I'm gonna say no. And the gentleman we are gonna, in the black shirt, we're gonna call him Mr. Watch. I don't know, he's the only person wearing a watch. Nevertheless, Boss Rob gets his jam through and he is very happy. So, I am now on the button. I have a lot of chips there. It's hard to tell how many white chips I exactly have. I would say at 1.5 at least. So John is going to take a look. And we're going to get back-to-back jams out of Boston Rob. He gives no Fs, to say the least. And he gets 2 through. He gets them through. I don't know where the whole table is going. Everybody's getting up. They must be, I mean, I absolutely was always stretching my feet. Well, yeah, looks like I am going to get folded. It's going to fold around to, I went to go check on the other table to see how big the other stacks were. Melissa's got a ton of chips over there. And looks like Robin's gonna open, and for the men, and he shows an ace. It's probably good. So the blinds are gonna go up in 1 minute. And it's gonna be time to play some real big boy poker here. Melissa is gonna open under the gun to, hard to see. Okay. Oh, she gets jammed on. Looks like 90? And jams and calls. And we got Queen King versus Ace 9. Melissa is ready to go. And Melissa is not gonna touch the board. The queen on the flop is gonna be good. And I don't know what she's saying, but she lost. It almost seems like she is saying she didn't. And clearly I just got there. So I don't know. But it almost looks like she's saying she didn't mean to call, or she didn't. Like, sometimes it could have been like she flipped it over and she thought that meant she folded. I don't know. It almost looked like she didn't think she didn't want to call there. I don't know because I wasn't at the table. Hit her up and ask her. Maybe she remembers. Well, blinds are now up. Everybody's looking to see it. During the commotion, they didn't realize it. Now they owe an extra 5,000 apiece. And we're gonna rock and roll here, people. Poker waits for nobody. Pushpa under the gun says no. McFloppity. Oh, that must have been Rodriguez there. He got knocked out. That was the other player that got knocked out, I think. Played good. He played well. I saw him in Atlantic City, was it? Yeah, Atlantic City. A couple months later, he took something down. It was pretty good. Norman Rodriguez. So, I'm now under the gun. Say no. No. Full from John. Foster Hobbs says no. We're gonna leave it to the ladies. And wow, Pushpa gets a lock. The dealer not paying attention? Kind of what that looked like there. It's funny. Man, next time I play in a poker tournament, I need to get a back massage like Melissa because seriously, that looked like. I mean, it's got to be plus EV. She do like 2 double knockouts, right? Got to be plus EV. Maybe I'll make a shirt too. Massages are plus EV. No hard, just massage plus EV. What's going on? It's on me. Somebody. Oh, it's me versus John. This is gonna be fun, huh? All right, John opens to looks like 125. I call. Oh, this is that sexy hand I love, right? Flop of 3 of clubs, Jack of diamonds, 9 of hearts. John is gonna fire out, and I'm having none of it. I'm gonna re-raise him. I have a very good hand here, and this hand, still to this day, boggles my mind. I really hope I can find this man and ask him what he had. I still think it's a bluff, and even if it's not a bluff, I still think I have equity. So as you see, I hit him with a healthy check raise, and he says, that's not healthy. This is healthy. My check raise was to 200,000. He made it like 80,000, and I made it 200,000. and then he re-raced me to like 500 and like 600,000, and I am in the tank. I'm thinking hard. I'm like, he could have queens, he could have kings, aces for sure. He raced pre. This could also be a bluff or something like sevens or ace king. So it's rough. Queen 10 might do this. No, I think Queen 10 just calls to try to get there most of the time. But as you can see, I'm still in the tank. And I'll tell you guys what I have. Maybe not. It was brutal in the time, so literally burning precious minutes off the clock. Right. Painful. I'm on tilt now. Now we're gonna play some poker. Woke me up. I was gotta get a drink. I was taking walks, strolling along. Thought I was good. Look at me shaking my head. I'm upset. I think I even said to the guy too. I'm like, "What do you think? I'm capping my range here?" Like, by range. And when I don't even know why I said that, but when I folded up, Melissa goes, "Oh wow." I'm like, "Yeah, oh wow." You think I'm raising you or nothing? I'm still upset. Look at me. Anyways, button is now push button. Mr. Watch opens under the gun here. Nope, I'm sorry, he just won. So, looks like Melissa opens, and she's trying to bully me because she knows I'm mad. Taking advantage of me, but she'll take it down. So I was gonna say earlier that with the stack depths, and it showed because everybody got jammed. Everybody basically went all in all quick there. That with the stack depths, Doc, who was under 15 bigs, who was now gone, and Sean, who was under 15 bigs, was also gone. Rob actually is sticking around. He had 18 bigs, and he is probably around 20 bigs now. So we are now in a hand. We see a flop 3, 7, 6. Turn is a 5. After it goes check on the flop, and Robin is gonna bet out, and Pushpa will fold. That board kind of favors a big blind range. Pushpa's gonna have big cards there most of the time, so it makes sense. So the button is now on seat 2 on Mr. Watch, and we will see an open to 105, it looks like, from Melissa, who is now, looks like she's trying to take over the aggressor role, and she will get her second open through. Robin Matard is now on the button. Let's see if Melissa will open under the gun. Looks like she will. So, likely the same 105 open we've been seeing. Pushpa says no. It's going to fold around. She's absolutely targeting Mr. Boston Rob here, which makes me think that her look at her laugh as soon as he called, which makes me think that so we got a nice board of 9, 8, 9, check on the flop. 10 on the turn, and Boston Rob will fire out 100K. She asks for him to raise his hand so she can see how much he has behind. And you know Melissa can get tricky. She's gonna call here in position. The river brings the 4 of spades. Not bringing any straights. Kind of a blankest card you want to see if you have another hand. It looks like Boston Rob will bet out 125 here. He is in the blinds. I didn't think Melissa would have much of this hand here. She's thinking about it. Still thinking about it. And she's all in. Oh man. It's almost like she is wondering if he ever has a 9 there. Kind of seems like queens or kings or something like that. And he folds pocket 7s face up. Ooh. Queen, king, Jack Queen is a thing there, I guess. She could have had a straight. That's interesting. Wonder what he had there. So it looks like Melissa's in the big blind now. I am going to open to 150, 3x on Melissa's big blind. You know she's going to play. So we get a flop of 8 of spades, 8 of clubs, 10 of clubs. Flop goes check, check. King on the turn, and she's going to check again. This time I will fire out, and I will not chill. It's hard to say if it was a bluff or not. I do have a lot of kings in my range for sure under the gun. I don't think it was a bluff, but yeah. I was under the gun 1 or 2, I guess. But early position nonetheless. I'll fold under the gun, and it'll fold around to Mr. Boston Rob, who will also fold. And Melissa wants to see push the stack. She's honestly a beast. Oh, calls, and the push pull will jam on her, and she will fold. Push pull is not having it anymore. Be interesting to see if that makes Melissa change up her aggressive strategy there. I am now on the big blind, and John will open to 215. Sorry, 115. Sorry. I'm gonna fold. Every time I fold that big blind, it really hurts my stack. I really feel like I should be calling, but maybe not. The big blind ante is no joke at this stage of the tournament. Looks like John opened. Same open. Nope. This time, yep, same open. 115. Melissa will call. Push spot. I love her name. And I apologize too for in part 2 we were calling her like Perva or something. Padra or something like that. That was terrible. I sincerely apologize. Pushpa is gonna come along. Right here, she does very well at Foxwoods. So we will get a flop of 4 clubs, 2 of hearts, 9 of diamonds. And if we're heads up, John versus Pushpa on the button, and he will bet out a healthy 185. Melissa says, I want to play. Pushpa says she does not. The turn will bring a queen of spades. Checks over to Melissa. She wants a count of his chips there. And healthy bet. Looks like 200. Sorry, it was not 200. It was 175. What he bet? The river brings a 6 of spades. There's no draws out there. I kind of want to say that John calling there says he has a queen. And, or like something like 10s or jacks, right? And it goes check over to Melissa again, who is now going to fire out another same bet, and he snap calls and is very nonchalant about it. He was like he knew that he was beat the whole time. Set of 4s on the flop will take it down for a monstrous pot. I mean, like, how long is it going to take her to count that? Jeez, a huge pot. Huge value. 200K on the flop, 200K on every street, pretty much. Crazy. I'm telling you, it was the massage. You guys, massages plus even. Look, she can't even stack it. And that is going to bring John Cautela down pretty far, and now he is also in the big blind. So looks like he's got about. Looks like he's still got a good amount. He's got like 950,000, I'd say. After he paid the big blind, so he was doing pretty well. Pushpa will take that a nice pot. Uncontested. Bringing her stack up to, let's see. It's hard to tell because she's stacking them neatly, which means they're not really in any particular order. But she started with 900,000, and we'll say that those are stacks of 150 each. So I would say that's 450. Say she's down to like about 550. So we're gonna see a flop here. Small blind versus big blind. Check on an 8-king-10 flop. Turn it's a jack of spades. Check again. River is a 6, and John had hit a 10 on the flop, which he didn't want to bet because the king was out there. Then when the jack brings the second over, he's also gonna check, and checking it down will work because 10 is good. Foxwoods did have a little bit of equity in the hand if you saw him, but didn't get there. And Boston Rob doesn't look happy. Melissa is gonna continue to raise the little stacks for sure. I mean, look at her stack. Oh my goodness. She's got 3 million in orange alone, and then another 300,000, 3.3 million over there for Melissa. When she started 1.7, so she's been killing it. And she is gonna jam again and get it through. I swear, like, everybody's so nice when you play in like official tournament because everybody's made money already. It's so much different than like a home game where people are screaming at each other. There's tons of cigar smoke everywhere. You can barely, talk to anybody. And when you do, everybody's screaming at each other. Even when, well, I'm gonna call here. I'm sick of John's. John Costello over there. So we're gonna get an 8-4 king flop, two-toned. Turn brings a king. I'm gonna check twice, see if John fires. I expect him to fire, even though he checked back. He probably has nothing. So whatever. We know he can make moves, so we will give it up. What is Mr. Watch doing? Is he packing his stuff up prematurely? He is getting very low on chips, sure. I see it, yeah. Never do that, man. You don't pack up until literally your last chip is gone. Or even if your last chip is gone, still sometimes. Now they do say it's plus EV to pack up when you're in the middle of a hand all in. But obviously it's very true. It shows the Jack 4 because he realizes that Mr. Watch is just camping out trying to make a ladder. It's going to be difficult for him to do, though. I mean, I would think that he probably should just jam it. But I guess not. If he's on the button, he could probably just hang out for another orbit, right? So I think everybody notices that Pushpa and Mr. Watch are short, and Pushpa is going to push. I'll get out of the way. Mr. Watch will get out of the way. And everybody will get out of the way. Push, push, push got through. She's not going out without a fight, unlike Mr. Watch here. Pushpa knows she's been playing. She's a regular. She knows what to do. Oh, here we go. Even all in. I'm not sure how much it is. Those look like blues. It's probably not much. Wow. I guess it was more than, must have been a white in there somewhere. Wow. Oh, was he just not paying attention? There must be a white on top. Melissa's gonna go for him. I think I saw a look in her eye like, why didn't he call her? Looks like we're gonna get a change of dealer, so maybe Melissa will cool down. Oh, before the change of dealer, Boston Rob is gonna jam. Melissa is looking. I believe it's going to be a fold. She wants a count. It may not be a fold. The new dealer is nosy. New dealer nosy. New dealer nosy. Melissa is gonna call, yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, ace 10. And king 9 of hearts for Melissa. She likes it. Oh, it hits a 9 on the flop. And oh, he gets there on the river. It was good run there. That was a nice sweat. I like it. I like it. Also, Rob is not going out without a fight. Mr. Watch was praying he did. Look at him. Look at him, he's talking. He probably even set it up. Yeah, I was praying for you to go out, bud. It's really not that much of a ladder, right? We did. I must have missed a ladder because the thing was going so fast, right? Yeah, from 16 to 15. So, ooh, I wonder who got it because there was a double knockout there, right? Interesting. I wonder who got away with that way. If anybody knows, definitely put in the chat who ended up getting the higher payout. And here, John Catella is gonna jam. Looks like an open jam too. That's a lot of chips. You just want to just. It must be just like. It's hard to see. That might be like a mil, and a half. Yeah, he's gonna get it through. Yeah. He's sick of Melissa calling him and now playing him and doing crazy stuff. So, him like pocket threes or pocket fours might not call $1 million chip bet there. You know, and hands like King 9 are gonna be dominated versus jam by John. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I think his range is pretty tight. So we are in the big blind, and Pushpa wants to play with McFloppity. I'll check. We get a sexy flop of the Queen of Hearts, 8 of diamonds, Jack of spades. She's gonna check, and I am gonna bet out 125. It look like, and I'll take it down. I like looked at her or said something before. Maybe I was just looking at her. I don't know. I like 9 hand. My favorite hands are like 9, 10, 8, 10. 8, 10 of clubs is like probably my favorite hand. So that's why I said that flop was sexy, because it smacks my range. So interesting. Robin's gonna open here, and Mr. Watch is very short, as we said, so we are basically waiting till he jams. We're gonna keep putting pressure on him. Everybody knows it. But Robin's good too. I played with him at Encore in Boston, and actually made it to day 2 versus him, and I think he cashed that tournament. I had a nice chip stack, and I just donked it off. I ended up cashing, but it wasn't good. But hopefully, Robin, if you see this, I hope you did well. What's happening? No. Mr. Watch will jam, and Robin will say no, and it'll get through. He's holding on. I had my doubts. He seems to know when his jams are going to get through, or at least when he picks up a hand, he knows to jam it and not try to limp or min raise. What is going on over here with this woman? She's selling something? I honestly think she was a player because I don't know, I kind of recognize her outfit a little bit. I think she was a player, and that I think is a player's ticket that has in her hand, like a. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's somebody who got knocked out. So, and that's why they were. That's why Mr. Watch is so enthused and engaged over there, because he is on a bubble here, and he is likely the shortest stack. Where he's in good position though. He could fold for a while. It'll be okay. As the button has just left him, and okay, we like our hand. It's folding around to me. I am gonna open for. That looks like a white there, so it really looks like a lot. Could be. I hope it's just blues. Okay, it's not. Yeah, it's blues. So it's no whites. Two and some change there. We're gonna flop a 3, 8, 5, 2 clubs. He's gonna check it over to me. And I'm gonna make it 125. He folds quickly. So, maybe just high cards, hoping to hit. I kind of feel like that was his style too. Like he really wasn't trying to. Not to say he was a beginner. Maybe he's played a good amount of poker, but a lot of people that play poker aren't thinking about angle. Not angle. I shouldn't say angles. Angles sound so bad, but they're not thinking about bluffing and people's ranges and certain positions and stuff like that. So they play their cards. They hit a flop, they try to see what you got, and they proceed as noted. And Melissa is gonna get a walk in the big blind because her stack is a monstrous. You guys need to I'm looking. I notice that I really want that this hand to be played fairly quickly because yep, quick folds. Because I want that button to get around before I have to pay more. Next hand, 60,000 instead of 50,000, and it's creeping down. John Catella is going to open for the 115. That seems to be the standard. And jam from Boston Rob. Instant snap off from John. He's not playing no games. Ooh. That's why he didn't jam, right? He was sick. We saw him jam earlier. King, Queen versus Queens, and 5, 3, 10, 2, ace. I see no king, so John Catella will take out Boston Rob in 13th place on the money bubble. And Mr. Watch is enthused. He cannot be more happy. Everybody at the table's happy for him. Melissa's smiling. Time for you to go. We need to get this show on the road, sir. The next money bubble is actually the final table 9, so we need 3 people to go. Blinds will be going up shortly. Luckily, we did it in time, so we only are going to have to pay 50,000 when Miss Pushpa jams on us. Ooh. But we want to see it, even though Robin opened. Robin opened for, it looks like the 105, but if that is a white chip, it might be kind of interesting. A 4x open and then a jam. Yeah, likely is not going to call. We're going to call here. We're going to call from Robin. Another all in. King, Queen, of Diamonds definitely snaps. First King 9 has it dominated, but 2 hearts on the board. Diamond on the turn and on the river. Well, man, when a hand is dominated, guys, huh? Flushes out, and we will lose Pushpa. And that will bring us to the break and the conclusion of part 3 of this Foxwoods 2019 500K guaranteed. Please hit the subscribe button and give the video a like. Yeah, everything I do it big.
shit. Signal. Thought I fell off. Never that. I'm just getting better. Big dog on the yard, Cuban links upon my neck, chains on me back, big fofo, raised from the back, flame on you black, fade into black. Big money coming in, big checks, big chains, big rollies, big rings, 6 foes in the 40 ounce, make shorty ass go.